Breaking news, my country people. An insider reveals Tinubu's government is scared of losing support as fuel subsidy removal throws many Nigerians into poverty. Yes, so my country people, the poverty is real. The government must do something very fast. Many have said that this palliative is not the answer. Have you seen the struggle already to get rice and beans? How can it be distributed fairly? You will see that the hoarding of these products will soon start. It is so frustrating. The answer is to go back to that fuel. How can we reduce the price of fuel? Because 80% of businesses, they thrive on fuel usage. Now, my country people, an insider has revealed that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is so scared of losing support as the fuel subsidy removal throws many Nigerians into deeper poverty, and the people now are trying to fight back. The presidency has said this poverty has thrown millions of Nigerians into poverty. The government is gradually losing the goodwill and the support of the citizens. We recall that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on May 29th announced the removal of the subsidy on petrol and said the federal government could not continue to subsidize petrol for neighboring countries. Tinubu also said Nigeria is not a Father Christmas. Nigeria can no longer subsidize fuel for other neighboring countries. So my country people, in a chat with Punch, a close aide of the president who spoke on the condition of anonymity said that President Tinubu's government was so scared of losing the remaining goodwill and support as a result of some policies and their effect on the masses. The aide added that reviewed that this informed the decision of the NNPC to secure a 3 billion naira crude repayment loan on Wednesday to support the naira and subsidize the foreign exchange market. Ordinarily, the government ought not to be involved in fixing the pump price of petrol in the deregulated economy, just as it is with diesel and kerosene. But when we realize how the removal of the petrol subsidy had thrown the citizens into poverty and how fast the administration is losing credibility and goodwill, we have to put on our thinking caps. The security reports we are getting are not favorable at all. There is a high possibility that there may soon be civil unrest and escalated tensions as the citizens have been pushed to the wall. There are indications that organized labor, civil society, and opposition are planning to plunge the country into a spontaneous crisis that may snowball into protests that, if care is not taken, may threaten the stability of the government. Don't forget that the election that brought President Tinubu is still being vigorously challenged by the opposition parties, who are mounting massive pressure on the judiciary to overturn the result. And any protest at this time, it won't go down well for the administration, as it will be difficult to contain and may be hijacked by the opposition. And if the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal orders a rerun or the cancellation of the election for a fresh one to take place, then you can imagine what will happen to Tinubu's presidency. The aide stated that the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, the NNPC, and oil marketers have told the government what the ideal pump price of petrol should be. He said any further increase would be catastrophic and ignite spontaneous protests nationwide, which led to the decision of the NNPC to secure a $3 billion crude repayment loan on Wednesday to support the naira and to subsidize the foreign exchange market. And if the NNPC and marketers gives feedback about what the ideal pump price of petrol should be, then we responded that any further increase would be catastrophic, which we know, and it would be suicidal for us to watch that happening. So it means that if the naira appreciates in value, the cost of petrol will drop and further increase will be halted, and there will be no need to pay subsidy on this product. Well, my country people, we are still calling on the government to do something about this issue. We are calling on the APC-led administration to let Nigerians breathe, because we know that any protest now would escalate into something else. And Tinubu's government, Tinubu's candidacy, as we all know, is still being contested in court. So, my country people, Tinubu made a good decision, but he did it at the wrong time. He never put policies, he never implemented policies down, at least something that Nigerians can fall back on. When he removed the subsidy, he just suddenly called off, in fact removed the subsidy payment on petrol, and everywhere turned upside down. This country turned into something else, because now there is no government regulation on the prices of petrol. The government, they are not involved in the prices of petrol. Now the prices of petroleum is determined by market forces. So my country people, na only God go help us for this country. Talking about the palliative, we know that this is another means whereby some leaders now, they would want to embezzle, loot and steal for themselves. Guys, this palliative is just like giving the people fish. Why not teach the people how to fish, or do something tangible for them? That is the point we are trying to make. Do something tangible for the people. Nigerians cannot live on 1 cup of rice or 1 cup of beans with 2,000 naira a month on top of this hardship. It is impossible. So guys, I'm dropping here. What are your thoughts on this? Kindly share your thoughts in the comment section.